Hello, third grade students. Welcome back to our vocabulary time today. So yesterday we learned our 5 new vocabulary words and what they meant. And today we're going to write in some sentences to help us remember these words, as well as some synonyms and antonyms. Let's go ahead and review what our words are this week. We have isolated, alter, gullible, emphasize, and novice. And if you haven't already, make sure you completed yesterday's vocabulary lesson before you go on to today's. All right, so yesterday we learned that the word isolated meant kept away from others. So our sentence is going to be, Mom kept Mark isolated from the family when he was sick. Mom kept Mark isolated from the family when he was sick. So he was kept away from the others when he was sick, so they wouldn't all get it. That makes sense. Again, Mom kept Mark isolated from the family when he was sick. Well, let's talk about synonyms. What are some words that mean the same as isolated? 2 synonyms that mean the same are the word alone or secluded. You might be secluded. A lot of people go back and forth using isolated and secluded as vocabulary words that are similar, and they both mean the same, kind of kept away from others in your own area. 2 words that mean the opposite would be together or combined. So if I'm not being kept away, I would be together with someone or combined in the same group. So our word isolated, which means kept away from others, our sentence was, Mom kept Mark isolated from the family when he was sick. Our synonyms are alone and secluded, and our antonyms are together or combined. Our next word was alter, which was to make a small change. Our sentence for alter is, I decided to alter my introduction after I finished the report. So changing the introduction a little bit when the report was done. Maybe it wasn't the best introduction or you changed your topic, so you went back and altered. I decided to alter my introduction after I finished the report. So 2 words that mean the same as alter would be to change or modify. Change or modify. 2 words that mean the opposite or antonyms would be unchanging or permanent. So if I can't make a change, it's permanent, like a permanent marker. Once it's written in that permanent marker, I'm not going to be able to alter it. So again, the word is alter. Our definition is to make a small change. Our sentence was, I decided to alter my introduction after I finished the report. The synonym was change or modify, and the antonyms were unchanging or permanent. Our next word is gullible, which meant easily fooled or tricked. For sentence, we have, my brother is so gullible that, this is supposed to have a T, I'm sorry, that he will believe anything I tell him. My brother is so gullible that, make sure you put the T there, he will believe anything I tell him. And I kind of gave that example yesterday that a lot of times kids are more gullible because they still believe everything. So words that would mean the same for gullible are trusting, you believe anything, you trust, or we also call them naive. N-I-V-E is the word naive. Naive basically means that you live that innocent life where you believe everything. Opposite words, antonyms, would be skeptical or doubtful. Skeptical basically is like you're questioning. Someone says something and you're like, wait a minute, I don't think that's true, or are you sure? Same thing with doubtful. You're just not quite sure or don't believe, so you would not be gullible. So again, our word is gullible. It means easily fooled or tricked. My brother is so gullible that he will believe anything I tell him. Synonyms are trusting and naive. Antonyms are skeptical and doubtful. Our next vocabulary word was the word emphasize, which was to call attention to something because it's important. Our sentence is, the book had bold print to emphasize the new vocabulary words. The book had bold print to emphasize the new vocabulary words. Draw attention to those words. Make sure that we notice them. Synonyms for emphasize would be highlight or stress, meaning it's important. We're stressing, like right now I'm going to use the word stress. I change my voice to make it important, or I highlight it and calling attention to it. Antonyms are de-emphasize, so de meaning not, so not emphasizing, or ignore. I'm not calling attention to it, I will ignore it. So again, our word is emphasize, to call attention to something because it's important. The sentence is, the book had bold print to emphasize the new vocabulary words. Synonyms are highlight and stress. Antonyms are de-emphasize and ignore. Our next vocabulary word was the word novice. Novice is someone who is new to something and does not have experience. Mandy is a novice piano player, but with practice, she will learn quickly. So she's new or has not done it, but will practice. With practice, she'll learn quickly. Mandy is a novice piano player, but with practice, she will learn quickly. Synonyms for novice would be beginner, starting out, or what we call amateur. Amateur is basically the same thing as novice, someone who is new or hasn't done it before. Abby had gotten her violin and is learning how to use it, so she would be considered a novice or an amateur in her violin. And the opposite of novice would be professional or experienced. If you've done this for a long time, then you would be a professional or very experienced. So our word is novice. It is someone who is new to something and does not have experience. The sentence is, Mandy is a novice piano player, but with practice she will learn quickly. Synonyms are beginner and amateur. Antonyms are professional and experienced. I will see you tomorrow for Wow Word Wednesday.